Rob Gillum, surfmetrics.com, SpaghettiSurf.com, and this is an update on potential Hurricane Gabrielle or Tropical Storm Gabrielle. Thank you for tuning in. Start off here with the current expectation in terms of tropical formation by the National Hurricane Center. And like previous videos, I'm using polarwx.com, Tomar Berg, BergWx for this analysis. And the current system is 91L, and I'll switch to the satellite image here using windy. This is the general area of low pressure that it now exists in the tropical Atlantic Ocean, the intertropical convergence zone. And this is what we have been watching for over a week now, a potential development. The last video, we expected this to start developing today and maybe turn into a tropical system tomorrow. All indications right now is that's behind schedule, and there's a lot of uncertainty in the forecast. So things have changed from a couple days ago, and that's what we'll look at right now. So the modeling guidance, I'm going to use weathernerds.org here. I just wanted to give a shout out to this excellent analysis. And this is using ensemble data, again, multiple models, the American model in this case, 30 different model runs to look at tropical cyclone tracks. And you can see a lot of spread. So each one of these are a tracked low pressure system in a model simulation. And there's a lot of spread in terms of spatial spread, but also the strength of these low pressure systems. So the colors indicate from cool to warm colors indicate a strengthening low. So that is the big change. Not necessarily a change. I talked about the high uncertainty in the last forecast a couple days ago, 2 days ago to be exact. And that still exists. It may even be more uncertainty now. So if we look at the European view of this spread in the model ensemble, this is another, so the Europeans run a global model as well, and they have a large ensemble. And you can see here there's a lot of spread. It actually is uncertain about formation in general. That's why a lot of these lines here start and end fairly quickly. Some have a longer lifetime. So this just adds to the uncertainty. I think right now, no one knows, essentially. And we can look at more. This is moving back to polarwx.com, their tropical outlook using ensembles. This is their depiction of the European ensemble, and you could see here the colors indicate probability, and there's a lot of spread and low probability. So that is the measure of uncertainty, low probability. If we look at the American model, it has higher probability. It is developing a system in the next day or two, Saturday or Sunday, September 6, 7. And it's actually tracking this system further south than it had a couple days ago. But there's, again, as you get a few days out, there's fairly high uncertainty, 50% or less once it reaches closer to the Caribbean. With that said, let's at least take a look at our proxy location for surf. And this will highlight what I've been talking about. We'll go down to Wrightsville Beach, and look at what surfmetrics.com or spaghettisurf.com is showing. And what I wanted to essentially point out here is using our version of the ensemble in terms of surf height or surf zone forecast. So the forecast 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, was cyclone formation, surf potentially hitting next Friday, a week from now, into the weekend. That's what this is depicting here. These higher surf heights. You could see in the latest run, which are these triangles or arrows that are depicting the wave direction, wave period, wave height. This is completely gone. So the scenario of a couple days ago, it could reappear. More likely, this scenario is not going to take place in terms of surf next weekend. So yesterday the swell was simulated to hit a little bit later, but still hurricane swell around the week of Monday, September 15th. That is also not showing up here in the latest modeling. Perhaps some tropical system providing swell 2 weeks from now, around Friday, September 19th. One of the powers of SpaghettiSurf here is the uncertainty that it provides. You could see here in the next few days, the model is pretty certain. There's not a lot of spread in all these different model solutions with the surf height. But as we get into mid next week, the spread starts to increase dramatically in these model solutions. So that's why I say that we don't know. And I'll just add that this is what can be frustrating with a surf line forecast that gives only one of these solutions. I was talking with a friend surfing earlier this week on Monday, and there was excitement of this potential hurricane swell next Friday. And I had to caution that it was super early and these things can change. And if you're looking at Surfline, you probably saw big swell down to nothing now. So that just this is a way to capture that uncertainty graphically. So I just wanted to share that, and I'll be on be on top of this situation and try to put out updates as things change over the next few days and in the next week. And I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.
Paddle in sunrise surf on calm summer